Okay, Gammy's got a story I'm gonna read you. I'm gonna read you one of the Peanuts stories. This one is about Go Fly a Kite, Charlie Brown. Today the sky is blue, the sun is shining, and there's a strong breeze. It's the perfect kind of day for Charlie Brown's favorite activity, flying a kite. Charlie Brown arrives in an empty field, empty except for an innocent looking tree. He starts to run with his kite, and just as he's about to catch a gust of wind, he feels a sharp tug. Charlie Brown turns to see that what the kite has snagged on and finds it stuck in the branches of the tree. Ugh! Charlie Brown groans. I knew this was a kite-eating tree, he shouts. Now look, tree, that's my kite. You've got it up there and I want it back, he says, shaking his fist. The tree says nothing. You can't argue with a kite-eating tree, Charlie Brown says to himself as he begins the sad walk home without his kite. Charlie Brown gets to work making another kite, a red one this time. Back so soon, Sally asks. I'm hoping the kite-eating tree isn't in the mood for a strawberry flavor, Charlie Brown replies as he heads outside with his new kite. Everyone likes strawberry flavor, Sally says, don't they? And sure enough, as soon as Charlie Brown starts running with the red kite, he feels a familiar tug at the end of the string, and the tree eats his kite again. Now, Charlie Brown's really angry. If you don't let go of that kite, he yells at the tree, I'll kick you right in the stomach. The tree says nothing, and Charlie Brown marches over to the tree and kicks the trunk as hard as he possibly can. But the tree still doesn't give up the kite, and now Brown's foot hurts. These kiting trees have hard stomachs, he says. Charlie Brown goes back home and makes even more kites. Yellow, orange, green, orange. Why are you making so many kites, Luke? Says Sally. It likes the blueberry and strawberry, and I bet it will like the lemon flavor too, Charlie Brown replies. But I'd really like to find a flavor it doesn't like. Sally thinks for a moment and then shrugs. Try the lime green one. Charlie Brown, along with Snoopy, head back to the field with the yellow and green kites. Snoopy flies the yellow kite while Charlie Brown flies the green kite, or tries to. The tree quickly eats Charlie Brown's kite, as usual, but he's surprised to see Snoopy flying the yellow kite high up, up, up in the air. What did you expect? Thinks Snoopy. I'm the world's greatest kite flyer. I guess the tree doesn't like lemon flavor after all, Charlie Brown says. I need to take note of that. But when Charlie Brown attempts to fly the yellow kite himself, the tree eats it. The kite-eating tree seems to eat any kite Charlie Brown is flying. I can't stand it, I can't stand it, Charlie Brown exclaims. What would you do if you decided not to fly any more kites this year? He asks to the tree. When he doesn't get a reply, he shouts, You'd starve to death! That's what you'd do! Charlie Brown is still mad, but a small part of him feels better knowing that the tree needs him. It's nice to be needed, Charlie Brown thinks to himself. That's when he runs into Lucy and Linus. You hate that tree, don't you, Charlie Brown? Asks Linus. Charlie Brown nods. You know why I hate it, because it's greedy. That's why, even while it has a kite in its branches, it'll reach out and grab another one. It's like a little kid eating french fries. One is never enough. Linus and Lucy decide to check out the kite-eating tree for themselves. Don't get too close, warns Charlie Brown as they walk away. When she sees the tree, Lucy gets an idea. If the kite-eating tree eats kites, maybe it'll eat this dirty baby blanket that certain little brothers need to stop carrying everywhere, she thinks. I don't want to live in a world where kite-eating trees exist, says Linus sadly, as he looks up at the pieces of kite poking out of the tree. That's when Lucy takes his blanket. Oh no! And feeds it to the kite-eating tree, which gobbles it up. Right there it is. Gobbles it right up. Linus stands in shock for a moment. My own sister threw my blanket up in the kite-eating tree, he wails, and runs to Charlie Brown and Snoopy to ask for help. Snoopy! Snoopy immediately puts on his rescue squad hat. Here comes the captain of the rescue squad, shouts Charlie Brown. He's going to save Linus's blanket. That silly beagle won't be able to save anything, says Lucy as Snoopy starts to climb the trunk of the tree. Beagles can't climb trees. Snoopy's sure trying. We can't, thinks Snoopy. He continues to try to climb the tree anyway. He makes it about halfway up before he realizes Lucy's right. Why am I doing this? He thinks, as he slides to the ground with a thud. Now I'll never get my blanket back, cries Linus, just like Charlie Brown has never gotten a kite back. Stand back, everyone, Lucy explains, exasperated. I'll get your silly blanket back. And then she yells up at the kite-eating tree. You give back that blanket right now. Do you hear me? It may be babyish, but it's my brother's, and I shouldn't have let you eat it. The tree shudders, and Linus's blanket falls out, along with several old, chewed-up kites. I thought I'd never see my blanket again, says Linus, hugging it close. Look, Charlie Brown, there's one good kite left, Linus exclaims. You're right, says Charlie Brown, but there's no more wind in the sky. Snoopy has an idea and calls for Woodstock and the Beagle Scouts to help him with it. Look, Snoopy, says Charlie Brown. For once, I got the better of the kite-eating tree. I'm finally flying a kite. Snoopy raises an eyebrow. Well, sort of, Charlie Brown adds, when he realizes how he's flying the kite. Good grief. How's Charlie Brown flying the kite? Look, the birdies are doing it. That's Woodstock's friends. Okay. We'll read you another one later. Love you.